Everyone, and welcome to my day 12 of 12 Days of Anime. So finally this last video has come out. I pushed it back a little bit because I wanted it to line up a little bit more with New Year's rather than Christmas, because the topic today is my goals for 2019. So yeah, I think it makes a little more sense to come out New Year's time rather than Christmas time. Doesn't matter. Who cares? Nobody cares. But if you're unfamiliar with my channel, I am Simply G. I always do manga and anime video hauls, as well as videos pertaining to that sort of thing. But today I'm going to be talking about my goals for this upcoming year. Last year I did a similar video in regards to the channel, so my main goals then were, one, to keep collecting the way I have been, which is very focus. I don't really buy a whole lot of like everything just because it's cheap, or I don't really plan on having a huge collection, which is a little bit counterintuitive because I do have a very large collection. But my main focus is things that I really love. I really love to reread, enjoy, rewatch, that sort of thing, rather than just owning things to have them and to maybe read them once and then never look at them again. For me, I don't find that type of collection very fulfilling, although, you know, everyone's allowed to collect however they want, but I do try to focus on my favorites. Unfortunately, I have a very broad range of tastes, so that means I am still buying a lot of different things from a lot of different demographics, a lot of different genres, and anyone who has watched my videos before probably has a fair idea of what I mean when I'm talking about that. The other goal for 2018 was to put out a video every single week, which I was actually successful for majority of the year. I think there was a couple weeks that I missed. No, I was still posting when I was in the US, so I had a pretty much in complete run up until September, when I stopped posting every single week. I was still doing my fortnightly pickup videos, but I just wasn't able to put out an additional 2 videos a month just because I just get too busy. But so 2018's goals were hit fairly well. I'm not completely successful, and I wasn't expecting to be completely successful, but the fact that I did manage to do both of those things for almost the entirety of the year is really great, and I'm kind of proud of myself. So 2019, lots of different other things for me to be looking forward to and me trying to do with this channel and with my collecting and in regards to anime and manga. So I have maybe 4 main goals for this coming year. One is to do more videos like this where I'm in front of camera. Up until now, I haven't really been that confident being in front of camera, but everybody's been so supportive and so lovely with these last 12 Days of Anime videos and some of the other few like sitting in front of the camera videos that I've done in the past, that I am hoping to try and incorporate this style more into my videos. I'm not still like hugely a fan of this type of video because I don't think it's necessary for you to be watching me. I don't think that it's that interesting to watch me, but I mean, you guys are the ones who are actually watching, so let me know. Obviously I have a skewed perspective on myself, but hoping to do more videos of this type. I am also hoping to not stop buying certain series, but there are some series that I'm hoping to put on hold for the foreseeable future, mainly to build up like a backlog of books so I can buy them all at one time, because there are so many books that I'm buying on a very regular basis, most of them Viz stuff, because they seem to be putting out a lot of their shonen titles very rapidly, and with so many new debuts for 2019, I want to really prioritize those new series rather than my ongoing stuff, especially like Haikyuu and My Hero Academia. I can still stay up to date with via Shonen Jump, but I don't have to buy the book immediately, if that makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense. So a couple of those series plus other Shonen Jump titles that I was keeping up to date with on Kindle, I can now keep up to date with on Shonen Jump, which is a really great thing for me. I don't have to spend as much money. But that's not to say that I've stopped collecting Haikyuu or My Hero Academia. Those are the two that are really coming to the forefront of my mind. I'm sure there's others, but they're just not the highest priority, especially when there's so many like less popular debuts coming out this year. Things like the Po-Clan and Shimanami Tasagare and Beastars, which I hope does really well, and the other one, Daytime Shooting Star, and Snow White with the red hair, not blue hair, red hair. There's so many things being debuted next year that I'm really excited about, that I want to show my support for those series as they're starting out and early on. So yes, and I'm trying to stop myself from starting new series before I finished other series. I did try to do that this year, so I finished off series like Kiss Him Not Me and After School Charisma, and Cross Game I finished this year, Number 6 I finished this year. I've been trying to finish as many of the older series that I can this year, because I don't want to start a new series while still picking up titles from old series. Because looking back on my purchases this year for manga, I bought so much manga. I bought like over 300 volumes, which is crazy to me, honestly. It's a little bit obscene. But I do think that was in part because of things like buying a huge chunk of Kakaishi, buying a huge chunk of After School Charisma, buying a huge chunk of Barefoot Gen. I did buy a lot of older volumes just to finish off sets, so hopefully that won't happen in 2019. I want to really scale back my purchases overall, so hopefully monthly I am not really showing off like 30-40 books, which sometimes that has been the case for this year. I also want to increase the amount of anime that I'm buying this year, mainly because this channel is anime and manga, but manga has definitely been the focus over the past year and the past 2 years, really, because obviously anime are more pricey overall compared to manga, but I do have a list of like shows that I love that I want to pick up the disc release for. So I'm trying to get that list gone and completed and finished, so we'll hopefully see more anime. But in saying that, I do want to just like limit it to 1 or 2 things a month, or really just 1 thing a month if I can manage it. So yeah, I don't have a huge backlog with anime, but I still have a reasonable amount, and I want to try and get rid of that, because I do want to return to this balance of like anime and manga. It's definitely been more manga focused, which I'm sure is what a lot of people here come to watch for, but you know, I don't want to forget one thing just because I'm focusing on something else. So yeah, there's that. And finally, for 2019, I also want to, I guess, contribute or join in on community events. 12 Days of Anime really is the only thing that I did this year that was part of like the wider community, because there's been a huge amount of readathons of like various different tags and things floating around the community for manga especially, but I just haven't had time, or usually it's the timing is really bad for me because I work weekends, so I don't have the free time when a lot of these readathons happen. For 2019, I am hoping to do Manga Hoarder's Reading Challenge for 2019. It's really cool. She's been doing it a couple years now, at least for as long as I've been following her. Maybe longer, I don't know, I can't remember. But this is the first year that I'm actually joining in, and I'm really excited for it. For anyone unfamiliar, she has 52, I guess, topics, and you have the year to complete them. There's 52, so things like, oh, read a manga that's older than you, read a manga that is by your favorite author, sort of things. And there's also 5 additional bonus, I guess, rounds or things you can do. And you have the entire year to complete it, which for me is really good because, as I said, usually timing for me is not the greatest on a lot of these challenges. I am hoping to join in on Lindsay Tutt and Bizarre Individuals' reading manga thing. They have kindly, or Bizarre has kindly invited me to choose the February book, so I'm looking forward to that. Currently, like this month, December, they were doing Yu-Gi-Oh! Next month, they're doing RG Vega? I think that's what, RG Vega by Clamp. And then February is my choice, which I haven't chosen anything yet, so I need to get on that. But yeah, it seems really fun. It seems like something that a lot of people can join in on, and you just share your thoughts about the volume or the series overall afterwards. It just seems like a lot of fun. So I'm hoping to do more of that type of thing in 2019, because it's not that I don't want to join in, but it's just never been well timed for me, unfortunately. So yeah, here's to 2019, me actually getting out and socializing and joining in on all the fun. But those are my major goals for 2019. Hopefully I am as successful with them as I was with this year's goals. Let me know your thoughts on any of these goals or anything you want to see in addition to those things for my channel next year. Let me know your thoughts, opinions, all of that in the comments below. I love reading your comments. It always makes my day. And I do try to reply to as many as I can. But yes, I am Simply J. I hope you guys enjoyed this and have a wonderful new year. And I'll see you in the next video, guys. Bye till then.